everyone, welcome to my cyberspace. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to load in your data in Power BI. And at this point, I want to assume you have Power BI installed already. Now let's get right into it. So first thing you want to do is you want to have your data. So you need to have your data from somewhere. Right now I'm going to be trying to get my data from Kaggle. So you just go to kaggle.com. You could get your data from anywhere. In case you have your data from anywhere, like you could just get in your data, but we want to load in like a CSV file. And at any time that you're watching this video, it could be any data that you want to use. So this is just a practice video. I don't want to take the stress of loading like multiple data in or maybe steps that's going to be complicated. One thing you also need to know, I probably will make a different video about this on how to use Kaggle. It's a very rich platform to get multiple data source. Look out for that video and all. But if you also want to download your data in Kaggle, for you to be able to download the data, you need to register and create an account. It's free, so make sure it's one of the very trusted platforms out there, and just create an account, because even though you see your data and you can't download it, if you don't have a you've not signed up. So first thing, you head over to the data set. So you could just search directly from here, but let's just click on data sets. So we try to click on, let's say, sales data. I think that's something that's quite very popular. I'm going to be talking about best practice on how to use Kaggle well. You see what does all this number means. So let's click on one of these vehicle sales data, scroll down, we just want to try to download the data. So this is it. So Kaggle usually brings up this thing where we see download. It asks us if you want to use a query to download this. Just click on download as a zip file. So we have this archive already. We click on download. You'll see this. So this is the car price. So normally I want us to copy this into somewhere that is easy. So let's put this right up on our desktop, and we are going to have this very soon. Let's put this right up on desktop. So right now we have this, and let's click on Power BI. So first of all, let's close Power BI, don't save, and let's open up Power BI again. So let's open up Power BI. So we have this right here, and so there are different ways. So because we know that first thing first, one of the best practices, you want to first of all open your data and see, just open up your data. If it's a CSV file, try to open it up. Since it's loading, depends on how large the data set is going to take time. So first few things that I would, so we see here it says some features may be lost. This is a CSV file, so you want to click on file, save as. We want to know what is the data type. So the current data type is a CSV file, and that's very important for us. So you could change this to an Excel file, but you don't need to. The important thing is, a lot of times some platforms would be able to load in a CSV file, some would not be able to load in an Excel file. So you want to know what your data type is. So when we've confirmed that, and that's what we need, and we want to see that, okay, this is what the data looks like. Normally I would also tell you to always create a duplicate of your original data before making any changes to it, but because this is just a test project, let's see how we could load in the data. So this is not an Excel workbook. If I click on Excel workbook and I try to go to my desktop, I'm not going to see this because it's not correctly like an Excel workbook. This is not an Excel workbook. So in case you clicked on this and you're like, how do I go back to this? You could try to X out, or you click on get data from another source. But let's go back and go back again and just try to click on open up this. Normally you will not want to close, but the best way is to get the data from other sources. So just click on this and it's going to pop up. So we know like our data is a CSV file because we checked it. So we click on connect and we go to our desktop. Now we see the data. It's just going to click on the same thing, open up, and right now you have loaded in your data. You could either transform or load in the data. If you want to know the difference between a transform and load, go to the previous video that we made in this series and you're going to know why you should transform or why you should load in your data. So for this sake, we're just going to load in the data directly, and this is how to load in a data into, if this is to load in your first data in Power BI. So this is how to load in your data in Power BI. So this is loading up. Let's see this. And for Vowler, so let's assume we made that same mistake the other time where we wanted to click something else, because you might have a different view. Probably you're trying to like, oh, how did I get to this? And you clicked on Excel workbook, and for some reason it's not Excel. You try to X out of it. You see get import from SQL Server, use sample data. That's no want to get data from another source. It's just going to bring the same thing right there. So that's how to load in your data. And in case your data is in a different format, you could try to do that. If you are connected to a SQL Server, like a database, we're going to talk about that in another video. By then we would have connected, know how to use SQL, and you just put in the credentials either using import query or direct query. But more about that is going to be said in the subsequent videos. In case this video was a value for time, do well to follow, subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much.